Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Static Show. This is Bob.
Hey, everybody, it's Miles.
This is Quiet Miles.
I was duped into doing the show tonight.
No, you weren't. You were duped into actually getting ready by a time that I wanted you ready by.
I thought I was going to be doing some kind of presentation tonight, and I was told, be ready to go early.
Wear my lederhosen.
Yes. My metal
I've got
bikini.
my lederhosen on. I'm ready to go.
Wearing my metal bikini, my Princess Leia.
Yeah, you're wearing your Princess Leia bikini.
But I am painted green, so I'm a combination of Princess Leia and Jabba. So.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say one of the Star Trek women.
Yeah. No, but yeah, so this jackass is like, make sure you're there with 7:45.
What? Well,
I'm like, oh, okay.
You are notorious for
yes.
Oh, hey, what day is today? I don't know. You were going to call tonight, really?
We
do this on a weekly basis? I forgot.
We have recorded the show every Sunday for God knows how long.
Right, we had to switch to Monday.
Then we switched to Monday, and now we're on Mondays, okay?
Mainly because of Game of Thrones and Walking Dead, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we just kept it on Monday now for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, every week for 16 years.
Oh, ouch.
And every week, you were like, oh, I got to turn on Skype? I forgot.
I use a very old unit to do this.
Well, that's, that goes without saying.
I have an old unit.
That goes with the explanation. So this week, because we might have been doing some other things, I wanted to make sure you were ready to go.
Well, whatever.
So,
okay.
I fibbed to you and had you come a little early, and it worked. So.
Well, I'm used to coming early, so that's kind of ironic, I suppose, in a way. Yeah.
Isn't it ironic, don't you think?
Isn't it queer?
So I played a slight trick on you in order to move things along. The same thing happened to you, to get you to consummate your marriage. Try not touching yourself for a day, and we'll see what happens.
Yes.
Maybe we'll have children.
Yes.
And it worked twice.
It did work. Yes, it did. Yes.
2 times it worked.
That you know of, yes.
So this weekend was just kind of interesting in a way for me.
Okay.
In a couple of ways.
Okay.
So first off, my son decides that he'd like to see Mad Max Fury Road. Okay?
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, hey, I'm up for Mad Max. I love Mad Max.
I want to see Charlize Theron.
I like Mad Max. Come on.
I like Mad Max.
My favorite is Mad Max 2, a.k.a. The Road Warrior.
Yes.
Which I've watched many, 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 many times in my youth into my adulthood.
You've envisioned yourself as a little mute boy, I think.
That's right. I was the feral kid. Yes.
You had the same kind of hair as him.
At the time, I did. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, great. Let's, because what was going on was my wife and my daughter took off for the weekend and abandoned us.
Let's go to Manuka.
Yeah. Well, actually, they did go to Chicago.
Yeah.
And so they were in Chicago this weekend. And so I'm like, well, great. We'll go to the movie. I said, hey, I got the Mad Max 2 recorded here.
Did they go to the air show?
No, huh?
Oh.
I'll get to that in a moment.
Oh.
So, and I said we could watch that before we go see the new one, right? Which I heard was pretty good.
Hasn't that already been out like several months ago?
Yeah, I know, but he just said he wanted to go. So we went to the cheap show.
Oh, you have like one of those dollar shows.
Yeah, second run. They're not $1 anymore, but second run theater.
Oh,
yes.
that's bull crap.
Yeah, it's not really $1. It's just cheaper.
Well, you know. Yeah.
It's basically 2 for 1 kind of
Yeah.
tickets. So we watched the Mad Max 2, which was great, you know.
Yeah.
And he enjoyed that, and he's like, "Wow, you know." I'm like, "That's the best one." You know, we'll see what this Fury Road has in store, but that's the best one, you know.
Yeah.
Unless this thing knocks it out of the park. So we go see the Fury Road at the cheap theater.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, how many people are going to be there, you know?
Not many.
Not many. I'll tell you, the movie itself was a good... Have you seen it?
No.
Oh. Are you a fan of the Mad Max...
I do enjoy a good Mad Max, yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
it does deliver, I would say.
It does.
It does. Actually, you probably would like this new one better than some of the older ones.
Oh?
Well, only from the... It doesn't have anything explicit, but there's a lot of innuendo. The storyline basically is that, you know, it's still the post-apocalyptic future.
Yeah.
And you've probably seen the commercials for it, right?
A little bit.
So you've seen the Immortan Joe character who's like the bad boss this time.
Yeah.
Well, basically his concubines get stolen, and Max is involved in it, and so he's a little pissed off about it. You know. So his harem is taken from him, so you would like that aspect of things.
And then I've lost them.
That's right, fine. That's right. I found the only 4 good-looking girls in the world. And then I lost them.
There's not going to be any pussy around here.
That's right. So I mean, that aspect of things you probably would like.
I would like that, yes.
Yeah, and they're all very pretty young ladies, so.
Like Nev Campbell and...
No, I don't think Nev Campbell's in this.
Kristen Stewart.
No. I don't know who the girls were. There was some Australian.
Selena Gomez.
No, but they looked like them.
Rihanna.
No.
No.
But they looked like them.
Yeah.
You know, exotic looking. They range.
Exotic.
They range from the, you know, Selena Gomez to the who's the woman in all the commercials for that Game of War or whatever God of War game?
Kim Cattrall.
No, younger.
Mayim Bialik?
No. She's not that young anymore. Oh, Kate something or another. Kate something or another.
Anna Paquin?
Anna Paquin wasn't in it, but yeah. Anyhow, are you just saying random names at this point?
I was trying to think of Sarah Jessica Parker.
Was it Kate Bosworth or something like that? Is that?
Oh yeah, I'll cross the street for her. You know?
Yeah, so I think that's her name.
Yeah, that's a good name.
So no, but it was I don't want to give away the movie or anything, but it was a rip roaring good time.
Is it a sequel or a remake?
It is not a remake. It is a continuation of the story.
Okay.
So I like that even better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's not a remake. I mean, obviously Mel Gibson does not play Max in this one.
Does he appear in the movie?
No. Nowhere to be found. If he was in that movie, I couldn't tell you where he was at. But it's a continuation of the world, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was, you know, the later world is in the post-apocalyptic part, not the...
Okay, yeah.
So, it was pretty good. So, we get there, and of course I had to get some popcorn and drinks and so forth, and we make our way into the theater with like, you know, it was a total sausage fest. There's probably like 10 guys in there. You know what I mean?
Here's another group of men with no vagina.
Yeah, that's right. There they are. Here come the idiots.
It mirrored the movie in a way.
Actually, no, it did not.
Oh.
There was probably more women on screen part of the more identifiable women on screen than men.
Just like the movie theater.
All the men were kind of this nondescript, gang people.
Once again, the movie theater.
So I go to sit. We get this popcorn, and we had like this. I don't know. This guy must have been an ex-carny or something working the popcorn concession
Who give me 25,
stand.
25, 25? Who give me 25, 25?
Yeah, no, he's like, we get up there, and he's like, I'm like, okay, we want to get the number 2 special. It's like 2 ginormous trash can drinks and a big popcorn. And so he's like, oh, hey. And he's like leaning up against the cash register like, hey, how you guys doing today? And we say, I want this. He's like, well, for $0.25, you could have one of these. And he just, like, out of nowhere, reaches behind the cash register. I mean, on his side, behind.
Was it time for timer? Because that's what it sounds
That's what it was like. Time for timer. Let me tell you how to make a delicious juice pop. Take an ice cube tray, stretch your hand wrap over, put toothpicks in it. Pop it in the freezer for 1 hour. Yes, and so he pulls out like this kind of, it's like, Kit Kat nibbles or something. It's like all this kind of weird chocolate.
They're scrumptious.
It's like Poly-Orchid M&Ms and Kit Kat nibbles. And it's like Hershey's Deuces, something like that. You can have one of these for $0.25. And I'm looking at my son and I'm like, do you want one of those? He's like, no.
Fuck no, man.
No.
No,
like, sorry. Sorry, buddy, no takers. Oh, well, maybe next time.
I doubt it.
And then he slides him back behind the register. So I'm like, he's all ready. This guy's got a whole spiel working the popcorn counter. So then, I didn't buy his quarter candy, which he probably brought in from his car. I have no idea.
Yeah, I was going to say, he probably snuck it in himself.
Yeah, that's right. And so, we get our popcorn and stuff. I go to sit down, these freaking chairs, because it's the dollar show, you know what I mean? You can't, normally you can kind of just slide your butt and it all just kind of slides down and you get in the chair.
What? See the chairs at movies, you sit down.
Well, I mean, they're springy, right?
Yeah.
So I go to sit down. This thing, it's like a carnival ride, just drops out from under me.
Your ass bounces.
The best thing about Tiggers? They bounce. And so I go shooting down to the floor just about in a stupid chair. Popcorn goes everywhere. My son's embarrassed. He's got his trash can full of soda. Yeah, he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
You're like, TTFN.
Yeah, time for timer. And so I kind of brushed the popcorn off of me. There's so much popcorn, it was almost inconsequential, but it went everywhere.
Right.
I look, I'm like coated in this buttery goo.
Oh, it's high school all over again.
Yeah. It was just like when Spider-Man first got his web powers. And so I've got this buttery goo on my shirt, and thankfully they started the previews and stuff, and so I sat there in my goo mess for the movie. But I'm like, this chair was springy, but it like had no tension. I mean, basically you push down on it, it just drops down all the way. It wasn't like it, like they normally do, where they have a little resistance. I don't know what the hell.
I think it's got some weight restrictions.
Yeah, it could be. Didn't you see the placard on the bottom of the armrest?
Sorry, sir.
That's right. Park's closed. So yeah, so this guy got me by over buttering the popcorn, and it just got all over me.
Yeah,
I had to come home and throw that damn clothes in the wash because it was so nasty.
I'm covered in butter jizz.
I'm covered in the butter goo.
The butter goo's on my face.
Talk about your Fury Road. Holy moly.
what kind of movie theater were you in?
Hey, Pee Wee Herman, what the hell? So yeah, it was. So I had fun. It was a pretty good flick, though, for what it was. Being.
Yeah.
I would say if I had to rate them, I would go Mad Max 2, Fury Road, Mad Max, and then Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. So that's my scale there.
Oh.
Yeah, Beyond Thunderdome, I like it, but it's just not quite as good as the rest. It's
dying time.
That's right. Dying time is here.
Two men go in, one comes out.
That's right. It's still better than a regular movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had to shuffle them around. So he liked it so much, we ended up watching the original Mad Max later that weekend. So.
Can we just skip the butter this time?
Yeah, no, yeah. Come on, Dad. Don't embarrass the hell out of me with your.
Just get licorice, okay?
Throwing your ass into the chair.
Who wants to sit down with their dad?
Don't aim your ass and fall, Dad.
All right, you see, I've got the butter here in my hand.
Let me have a seat. Oh, my Lord. I'm covered in goo.
I'm Jimmy Stewart.
That's right. Well, me and Bingo, we're going to have some popcorn. Bingo.
I'm bleeding, Bert.
I got this yellow goo all over me. Ruined my shirt.
Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls.
Why does everybody keep asking me if I know President Clinton? Never met the man. So that's what happened to me this weekend. I got furied on at the Fury Road.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. Actually, the movie was more about the Charlize Theron character than it was about Mad Max. So.
Yes, I heard she shaved her head. Is that right?
She shaved her head and cut an arm off.
Ew.
Well, she does wear an apparatus.
Oh.
As if she's missing an arm, so.
That's kind of a deal killer right there.
Oh, well, I don't know. You should see it. You should see it.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was, it was in the vein of all that stuff. Very, very, very true to form, I'd say.
Yeah.
So what did you do this weekend?
I wanted to go see Mad Max. No.
Really? Yeah.
No, I was actually telling you that we had traveled to the big city to buy some computers for the children.
Oh, right, yeah, you told me. I was asking you questions and you had no clue.
And I was actually playing dumb. I knew you'd want to know what kind of computer it was and the gigs and all that.
Right, yeah, what is that? Is it Haswell, Intel Haswells, or what?
I don't know, yeah. So
AMD? Has it got AMD chips in them, or what?
I have no idea. My wife was asking questions of the staff.
You're like, okay, so say I got two of the biggest boobs you've ever seen coming down the pipe on the internet. How fast can this computer display those? That's your question.
More like, how is the virus protection? Because I like to surf a lot of porn.
That's right. Does this come with any warranties?
Any warranty if you crash it? And
any kind of imagined or otherwise warranties? Do I have a program on here that'll erase all the wrongdoings I've done while I've been on this computer?
Will it erase its own history every so many days?
Yeah, every once if I hit a button.
The browsing history, can you?
Yeah, you probably need that.
And
there's ways to do that, by the way, but I'm not going to go into that.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I think the staff there is not on commission or something because they're all just standing around,
Well, they're probably college students or something.
They're just all looking at their watches,
It's like they're communists. They just get paid to be there.
Yeah, I was like, hey, this is just a job, man. I'm not really a computer guy, man.
That's right. I'm not here for the career. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I'm an artist.
So this is going on, and my cell phone goes off. Which is weird because pretty much the only person that calls me is my wife.
Well, no, I've tried to call you, but you never answer. You never turn on your cell phone.
Well, I do keep it. I don't like to use. I'm anti-technology, as you know.
No, I think that's more like the technology doesn't like you.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a mutual hate.
Yeah, I think so.
And so I'm like, well, I'm right here with my wife. This is an impossibility.
Did she butt dial you?
Well, that's what I thought. I'm like, oh, I got butt dialed. Okay, all right.
And then you started thinking about that, and you had to go take a seat, or what?
And so I go, oh, okay. And I look, and I go, it seems to be a number from our hometown.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, this has to be a wrong number then.
How many 555s are there in the area code?
Yeah, Buttergoo, 555 Buttergoo. And so I answer it, and I feel like I'm having like a Charlie Brown conversation, like, wah, 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 wah. Like, hello? Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
And then you realize that it's your dead grandparents' phone number.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god.
Grammy!
That is a kid asking to talk to my youngest son.
Oh, okay. He's like, hey, can you pick me up a computer while you're there?
I'm like, who is this? Car door?
Condor. Okay, I'm Condor.
I go,
hey, muchacho, put the kid on the phone. This is Condor.
I go, oh, Connor.
No, Condor.
I go, oh, yeah, little baby Bo Cephas, he is here.
Hey, give me Bo Cephas. He's in the big city. I need to get some drugs.
And I thought, okay, that's kind of weird. I don't know why why would they call my phone? I don't know.
Hey,
right?
Colonel Tom, put the kid on.
Okay, so we get home, right?
Yeah, I got you on spy satellite right now.
And lo and behold, my phone rings again.
That's very unusual.
And it appears to be the same number, right?
Yeah, 555.
Huh?
555-1212.
Right. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to make sure this kid never calls here again. So I'm going to do a voice, some kooky, weird.
Okay.
So I do like my drunk Miguel voice, like, hello, who is this?
Yeah.
The kid's like, oh, man, this is,
Condor.
No, this is a different kid.
Oh, okay.
This is, this is Trevor, man.
Yeah.
Trevor, huh? Because I knew this kid just got in trouble recently for breaking into a building.
Oh, nice.
I go, oh, yeah, aren't you the kid that broke into the mall? Or is it not you?
Yeah.
And by that time, my son's like, Dad, just give me the phone.
Yeah, really. Shut up, Dad.
All right. So
they talk. Turkey pot pie.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, okay, well, it's done now, so this will never happen again, And I run some errands, and I come back, and who's sitting, like, in my driveway but these carload of nitwit kids that have been calling my phone. I'm like, okay. And they've apparently come to pick up my son, and they're going to go play Bad Words. What the hell is that called?
Bad Words?
What's that? That's that stupid card game.
Cards Against Humanity?
Yes. They are going to do that. They're going to have some game. Right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So they've called my cell phone, right? Rule number 1, don't do that. Number 2, they're parked in my driveway, which I don't allow.
Well, you can't get in your driveway now.
Yeah, right? Okay, so...
Where are you going to park? In the front yard?
I had to park in the street, which I don't like to do. I really do not like that.
I'm not paying my taxes so I can park in the street, goddammit.
I was raised by rich people, and rich people do not have to park in the street.
Oh, okay? That's true. You were raised by rich people.
I was. So this last kid I've talked to now, I see the window come open, and he is now throwing garbage out of his car into my lawn.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Right there, huh?
Yeah, right. Just like he whips it like he's gonna whip it over the roof of the car, and he almost gets it into Miyagi's yard.
Uh-oh, watch out.
Which is like not a good idea.
No, that's not a good idea.
So they see me and they start like pulling out now,
Hurry, get out of here! Here comes that weird guy.
And I stopped this fucker. I'm like, no, park the car. You're picking this shit up. You're picking this shit up. Don't fucking take off. You're picking this shit up.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh boy.
And he got out and he did it.
Wow. Go figure.
I know.
That only worked with your wife.
I know. Well, the only thing I was afraid of was like this kid's dad is like a fucking giant, man. I go, if this kid doesn't do it, I'm going to write his dad a strongly worded letter.
A strongly worded message.
Saying, hey, your son may have littered in my yard.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So today's you. Don't mess with me, okay? Don't.
Oh, hey. Yeah, were you pulling your pants up at the same time? You better pick up that trash.
You know where you're going to live?
That's right.
In a van down by the river.
Keep treating this yard like it's a garbage dump.
Because there's always trash in my yard. It's always this, like, off-brand shit. Like Uncle Elmer's chewing gum or something. It's like, what the hell is this?
Uncle Joe's minty balls or whatever.
Yeah, generic condoms for cheap fuckers. There's always just some weird off-brand shit. I don't even know where it would come from. It's just like...
Probably your house.
No, it's just like shit I've never even heard of. I slum it up and go to Aldi's and stuff like that. I'll admit
Peps.
that. But,
it's not Pepsi, it's Peps.
Yeah, it's just like all this weird off-brand shit. I'm like, where does this even come from? What the hell?
Well, now you know. You know the source of the problem. It's your son's
There's
friends.
like all these cigarette butts. You would think I have lung cancer by now with all the cigarette butts in my yard. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, nice.
The occasional beer bottle. I'm like, oh, nice. Thank you.
That's nice.
Jackasses.
You better pick this up or I'm going to pick it up for you.
You meddling kids.
That's right. Old Man Winters.
Get out of here.
That's right. Nice. So you're like cracking down.
I'm getting old. I'll agree. I'm getting
old.
old.
Get off my lawn.
Everyone's getting down on me like, oh, hey,
Hey, take a chill pill, Gramps.
But come on, if one of your kids is friends, like, right in front of you, it's like, what?
I'd yell at him, too.
Like, hey, MFer, you're going to pick up the gum wrapper, dude.
Well, not this house, but in my old house, the neighbors, we had a lot of land around us, and the neighbors would ride, and they didn't even own this property, but next door there was a couple, like, empty acres.
Yeah.
That somebody else owned. I don't even know who owned it at that point, but these kids from another house that was just not too far away would ride their four-wheeler on it. Well, they would stay on the side that wasn't mine, right?
Yeah.
And they had a friend over or something, so he's coming into my yard, and I'm sitting there watching TV in my family room. And I see this guy, and my we're sitting there watching something. I hop up, I run out the slider, and I go, hey, get over on the other side.
Hey, MFer.
That's right. I yell at this kid. He stops. I go, get off of my property. Get over there on the other side.
Really?
And the kid freaks out and takes off, and I think they stopped riding. And my son's like, Dad, I can't believe you were yelling at him.
Did you totally freak? I can't believe you would do that.
Well, that's what he thought as well. But I was like, what the hell? This is stupid.
I can't imagine you even being like that.
Well, they run up the yard, and I got a mow on it, and it just tears up everything, so...
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, you want to ride your four-wheeler, that's fine. It's annoying as hell, and it's right there next door, but don't be rutting up my yard, for Christ's sake.
Oh, yeah, keep that shit up my yard. Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I did. It wasn't a garbage, but it was four-wheelers, so... Yeah, the kid was in shock. He was in total shock. He didn't know what to do, and then he just got the hell out of there.
I caught some kids sitting in my yard once. I go, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're just taking a break.
Well, take it down the street, Chuck.
Yeah, go to the park, dude. That's...
No kidding. It's like, what the hell, man?
This isn't your Dada's house, okay?
Yeah. So, yeah, hey, I'm with you. I can get behind this Miles title thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not lazier.
Really? You're on my side on this. I would have pictured you be like, hey, no, let kids be kids.
No, that's just BS. I don't care if they want to throw it in other people's yard.
Yeah.
That's kids being kids if it's other people's yards. Come on.
Yeah. Come on.
I wouldn't want him to throw it in Mr. Miyagi's yard because he'd have a fit, you know.
Yeah.
They may all wind up with like heads on their heads on a stick.
Yeah.
Or that guy,
right.
you know what I mean?
Have your package cut off and stuck in your mouth.
That's right.
Those guys, those people don't mess around.
You want to litter in my yard? Yeah, I don't think that's going to go over well with that guy.
No, he'll wax on and whack off.
That's
man.
right. So, I mean, I would not want that, but I mean, any place else, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm with you, though. I don't like all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
That's just rude. Don't you think?
This isn't New Jersey.
Oh, that's terrible.